Words perhaps we can see, I think.
Yes, my lord. My apologies, my lord, I was not here. My lord, your lordship's queries, what this issue is concerned, my lord, was how many persons have been detected to be foreigners by an order of the Foreigners Tribunal under the Foreigners Tribunal Order 1964 with reference to the above period, that is 66 to 71. It is humbly submitted that the number is 32,381 till, Lord, this date, my lord. There may be few cases, my lord, which may be pending, my lord, somewhere in the High Court or before this Honorable Court, but broadly, this number would not vary. Para 6 is the second query of my lords. The estimated inflow of illegal migrants into India, including but not confined to the state of Assam. Lord, in substance, we have said that there is a porous border. They come clandestinely, and therefore it is not possible to give exact figure. It may not be an accurate figure, but the situation is a grim situation, my lord. I will not dispute the petitioners on that. Lord, para 7, your lordship's query was in respect of persons who are alleged to have entered India, including state of Assam, after 25th of March. It is, my lord, what is, my lord, the Foreigners Tribunal's status? Well, there are 100 foreigners tribunals. The total number of cases disposed of are 3,34,966. The number of cases pending are 97,714. And my lord, against this tribunal's order, there is a writ remedy before the High Court. And my lord, 8,461 cases are pending. Then, my lord, the steps taken by the union government at the administrative level to deal with illegal immigration into territory of India, including the northeastern states, particularly the state of Assam. My lord, fencing part I'll come a little later, but other, my lord, in last 5 years, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India has released a total amount of rupees 122 crores as monetary allocation for the functioning of foreigners tribunals towards the expenditure incurred to be incurred by the state. Then B, monitoring of deportation of detected foreigners and convicted foreigners in the state of Assam is done by a standing committee headed by a joint secretary to the Government of India in the Ministry of External Affairs and having member from the state government of Assam. The standing committee has held 6 meetings so far in this regard. The state government or UT administration have been requested to take various actions with regard to illegal immigrants. Periodic meetings are convened at the level of Chief Secretary and DGPs to review the enforcement of legal provisions related to illegal migrants. Police authorities in the state or union territories and other law enforcement agencies may be constantly sensitized on the issue of illegal immigration of foreign nationals and be appraised of the legal provisions. Police authorities and other law enforcement agencies may be advised to keep a strict vigil and take appropriate, are advised, not may be advised, are advised, prompt action to detect, identify, and intercept illegal immigrants settled in state or UT concern. Adequate powers are vested with state governments or UT administration for detection, detention, and deportation of illegally staying foreign nationals. Suitable penal action may are taken. There is a typo throughout against illegally staying foreign nationals. After completion of legal proceedings, the movement of such illegal migrants may be restricted in detention or holding centers by issuing of appropriate orders under Section 32E of the Foreigners Act, read with Para 11 of the Foreigners Order 1948. Action may also be taken against those who abet under Section 14C of the Foreigners Act. It's taken from the directive. Therefore, my lord, it is wrong expression. My lord, my apologies. Are directed, my lord, not me. Further, biographic and biometric particulars of such illegally staying foreign nationals are being taken. Immediate necessary action to cancel fraudulently obtained Indian identity document. It is further submitted that steps have been taken by Government of Assam to stop or prevent illegal immigration in Assam. It is submitted that various means and mechanisms are used to prevent and stop illegal immigration in Assam, as well as detection and deportation of illegal foreigners from Assam. Now, second line of defense. Assam Police border personnel, along with Assam Police armed branch personnel, are deployed in the second line of defense behind the border outposts of the border guarding force, that is BSF, along the Anglo-Bangladesh border to keep vigil and to trace out infiltrators who might sneak past the BSF border outpost. The second line of defense is established as per decision taken in a tripartite talks held in March 99 in New Delhi. Presently, 14 number of border outposts and 14 numbers of patrol posts are functional as second line of defense unit in 4 districts of Assam, sharing international border with Bangladesh to detect illegal migrants, carry out patrolling.
Just
and
1 second, sir.
Yes. Further, third unnumbered page 7. Further, additional 12 border outposts were approved at the second meeting of state level standing committee to monitor border security held on 24/12/2019 with a government memo dated 30th December 2019. These two second line of defense units play a crucial role in prevention of infiltration and detection of illegal foreigners. It is noteworthy to mention here that the second line of defense, that is border outpost or police patrols, is manned by both unarmed and armed branch personnel headed by mostly ex-servicemen, sub-inspectors who have adequate knowledge of border management, security due to their past military experience and can easily coordinate and communicate with BSF to carry out the joint or individual patrolling. It is submitted that the border outpost or patrol post personnel are not engaged in any other duties. Then every district in Assam has a separate border branch under the command of the district superintendent of police border. Further, additional SP border, deputy SP border are specifically posted in districts to look after the border works under command, control, guidance and supervision of superintendent of police. Further, in every police station, outpost, watch post, as well as foreigners tribunal, border personnel are posted for border works. Furthermore, 500 task forces are also formed as per the order of the Honorable Supreme Court to apprehend the declared foreigners. Because even after declaration, they escape so that they may not be deported. Further, the Assam Police Border Organization takes necessary steps to detect and deport the illegal migrants from Assam as per law. Generally, based on information collected during village survey, source information, public complaint, and intensive revision of electoral rolls, etc., regular foreign tribunal or doubtful voter cases are initiated under Section 14 of the Foreigners Act against a suspected foreigner if he or she is not able to produce any valid document in support of his or her claim of being an Indian national. Thereafter, the cases are referred to the concerned foreigners tribunal for opinion. On receipt of foreigner tribunal's opinion, the declared foreigners are apprehended and detained in transit camp for onward deportation to their country of origin, that is Bangladesh. Then watch posts. Watch posts are established in infiltration-prone areas of Assam to conduct survey to detect infiltrators and subsequent legal action against them. Case initiation. Presently, 159 watch posts are functioning in 23 districts. Border protection grid. For effective border management involvement of various stakeholders, central and state agencies is inevitable. For this, the Ministry of Home Affairs of India, with a notification dated 2nd January 18, had directed establishment of border protection grid along the Indo-Bangladesh international border with the involvement of the state authorities and other stakeholders. Government of Assam has since finalized the SOP of border protection grid for Indo-Bangladesh international border of Assam. Main objective of the border protection grid are as follows: to present a foolproof mechanism with a view to make Assam free from illegal immigrants by detecting and deporting them to their country of origin and to present such infiltration, to prevent such infiltrations in future. To prevent cross-border crimes into Indo-Bangladesh border, the functions and responsibilities of different stakeholders are clearly mentioned. Then lead intelligence agency meetings, that are frequently held. I may skip that. 9 is relevant, with reference to the query, the extent of border fencing which has been carried out, the steps which the union government intends to take to complete the exercise of border fencing and estimated timelines to complete the exercise of border fencing. India shares 4,096.7 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh. It passes through the state of West Bengal, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura, and Assam. The border is porous, crisscrossed by rivers, hilly and mountainous terrains. Out of 4096.7 kilometer Indo-Bangladesh border length, feasible length for fence is about 3,922 kilometers and non-feasible length is about 174.5 kilometers. When there is a mountainous terrain or river, there is no fencing possible. To secure the Indo-Bangladesh border, Government of India has taken multi-pronged step to complete the remaining length either by fence or by technological solutions. For the entire Indo-Bangladesh border, about 81.5% fence work has been completed in feasible length, and work is going on in those feasible stretches where encumbrance-free site is available. Further, about 28.2% of non-feasible gaps, that is riverline, nala gaps, etc., in Assam and Tripura have been covered by deploying technological solutions. In remaining parts, in West Bengal, Meghalaya, and Mizoram, suitable technological solutions are being explored in consultation with Defense Research Development Organization and Central Public Works Department. In addition to above, keeping in view the vulnerability of the border, BSF had carried out a vulnerable mapping exercise to identify the vulnerable stretches, non-feasible stretches, or stretches along existing fence along the Indo-Bangladesh border. To cover these vulnerable stretches, Government of India has sanctioned a low-cost technological solutions covering a total length of 281 kilometers along Indo-Bangladesh border, which is in progress and likely to be completed by September 2024. Further, the Government of India reviews the progress of fencing work regularly through institutionalized mechanisms like Empowered Committee on Border Infrastructure being headed by the Cabinet Secretary, High-Level Empowered Committee being headed by the Union Home Secretary, Steering Committee being headed by the Secretary Border Management, State-Level Standing Committee being headed by the Chief Secretary of concerned states. Apart from this, to expedite the border fence work, it is being reviewed in Ministry at Joint Secretary, Border Management 1 level and Director level monthly and weekly respectively. All efforts are being made to secure the remaining length of Indo-Bangladesh border either by fence or by technological solutions. The fence work is likely to be completed in 3 years' time after availability of encumbrance-free site. The site is to be provided by the state, that's the problem. And the technological solutions are expected to be put in place in 2 years' time. Specifically, state of Assam shares approximately 263 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh, out of which 210 kilometers has been covered by fence and remaining non-feasible length has been covered by technological solutions. It is specifically submitted that challenges have also been faced in the state of West Bengal with regard to illegal immigration. It is submitted that the state of West Bengal shares about 2,216 kilometers border with Bangladesh. Out of 2216.7 kilometers of international border with Bangladesh, 78% border of feasible length is covered with fence. The details of remaining length of feasible or non-feasible stretches in the state of West Bengal is as under. My lord, I have given the figures, my lord. And A, the status of feasible length in West Bengal, it is submitted that a feasible length of 435 kilometers remains to be covered by the fence. It is submitted that out of the same, 286.35 kilometers is pending due to land acquisition by the state. Further, it may be noted that about 149.154 kilometers stretch, including bridges, culverts, gaps, low-lying public protest, etc., which was earlier considered to be non-feasible, has now been considered to be feasible for installation of physical barriers, including fencing, sentry post, high mast light, etc., as per BSF and CPWD recommendation. Estimates are being prepared to cover this stretch also. It is submitted that despite all efforts, the progress has been substantially hindered due to the pending land acquisition issues with the government of West Bengal. The state government has not adopted right to fair compensation and transparency in Land Acquisition and Rehabilitation Act 2013. As per this act, in cases of urgency, the appropriate government can take possession of any land needed for public purpose, and such land shall thereupon vest absolutely in the government, free from all encumbrances. It is submitted that West Bengal government follows a far slower, more complex, direct land purchase policy. This is, my lord, the main hindrance, even for national security projects such as border fencing. Due to the non-cooperation from the state government regarding resolving various issues of land acquisition, considerable delays have occurred in acquiring the necessary land, thereby impeding the timely completion of fencing in West Bengal along Indo-Bangladesh border, which is a vital national security project. My lord, I have avoided giving any correspondence, discussions, details, etc. With a view, my lord, not to make it other than, my lord, just fact specific. But yes, this is the problem we are facing, and the central government, my lord, can do little in land acquisition. Then status of non-feasible land in West Bengal.
Mr. Solicitor, who pays the compensation, union or the state?
The state.
Oh, yes, sir.
But, my lord, if this is not the cause for which urgency clause is to be invoked, I don't think there can be any other cause. Integrity of the state, security of the country. Direct land purchase policy usually is adopted in case when you are acquiring land for some industrial purpose or industrial township, etc., not for national security concerns.
Issues of compensation mainly.
Correct. But, my lord, that has to be priority, my lord, even if no, I'm sorry, my lord, I'm sorry, my stand corrected. For border fencing, we pay the compensation.
Right.
Only, my lord, they are the agency which can do it under the Land Acquisition Act.
But they follow the direct purchase policy.
Direct purchase policy, my lord, which for border, they may follow, my lord, we have no difficulty, but for border fencing, they cannot follow. Then urgency clause will have to be invoked. And, my lord, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. The Union of India pays the compensation. Then status of non-feasible length in West Bengal. It is submitted that the length of non-feasible stretch to be completed is 112.780 kilometers, which falls in Sundarbans areas and is being planned to be covered by deploying technological solutions. A joint physical inspection has been carried out by BSF and CPWD to explore the feasibility for construction of 9 number of outpost towers in Sundarban areas which can house surveillance equipments. It is further submitted that the ministry has also sanctioned 301.2.5 kilometer replacement upgradation of new design fence in West Bengal. Out of this, 56.21 kilometers new design fence work is in progress, and for remaining length, tendering is in process. It is submitted that to secure the Indo-Bangladesh border in West Bengal, Government of India has taken multi-pronged steps to complete the remaining length either by fence or by technological solutions. If the state of West Bengal cooperates in acquiring the land and handing over the land for fencing, the central government shall complete the process without any delay. Lord, this is, my lord, in respectful response to the order passed by your lordships, my lord, on the earlier occasion. My lord, before the petitioner starts, my lord, only one thing. I don't think, my lord, that may have any relevance for the purpose of deciding validity of Section 6A. But some history referred to by my learned senior friend But it seems he has read a wrong book of history. Assam was never a part of Myanmar. But that, because this has some relevance when we deal with some other matter at some other level, in some other composition. It was never a part, because Myanmar has now maximum immigration. And therefore, to say that it was always a part of Assam.
India of today what is Assam. And then the British took it over. That's what I said, and I referred to you the chapter in the history in the book, which says
That's
not my statement. I mean, this is completely, quite frankly, the website of the Assam government also says the same thing.
Anyway, I don't wish to join issue on that, my lord. But this was a wrong book my learned friend read. That's all I.
Kindly look at your own website. It says exactly that. Your own website. So let's not get
All right.
into
Anyway,
Yes.
anyway, I leave it at that. I don't want to embarrass Mr. Sibal.
God should just give me half a second.
The treaty
Just half a second.
Yes, Mr.
Only with permission of the. My lord, the issue of my lord, influx from Myanmar is separately my lord, pending before your lordships. And there are other issues also pending, my lord. Therefore, I repeatedly, my lord.
Hegde also said the same thing that.
Yes, my lord, this is confined to the validity of 6A.
Confine ourselves to 6A, the
Right.
validity of 6A, because.
context of not being able to map the movement of population. That's all that I was saying.
All right. Yes, Mr. Diwan.